Good evening. Before I do the introduction, I want to let you guys know I'm talking about, just to hook you in a little bit. I was watching a video. As I browse the bangers in the spiritual realm. See, I want to see what everyone's talking about. I want to say I'm nosy. I'm a nosy bastard. What do you want from me? So I'm clicking through, and I don't want to name names anymore because I'm trying not to be that Keith anymore. Nonetheless, dude's got over 1 million subscribers. And he goes, he it's one of those little, at the beginning of the video, we'll put our like highlights of the whole video in the first 6 seconds before we cut into the intro. It was one of those things. And in the highlight of the video, he goes, you need to be vulnerable, you need to express who you are and be exactly who you are, yada, that spiel. Just regardless, even if that means people don't like you, and then that's totally fine because you love yourself and that's all that matters. And I fucking heard that so many times, but I don't know why this time really hit me sideways. And I was like, yo, that like I've said this before, you guys. I'm not a guru. I'm not your guru. I'm not a fucking shadow, dark night of the soul specialist. I'm not necessarily specialist to any degree, but something inherently feels so wrong about that idea that's been fucking force fed into this world of doesn't just be yourself. Who cares what people think? Like that's fucking it's out of nowhere. I'm just thinking that that's crazy. I can't be the only one that thinks that's crazy, right? I can't. To just go about your life saying, I'm just going to be who I am. Who cares if people like me or not? As long as I love me. That's good. My name's Keith. Welcome back. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. You're missing out. If not, we talk about some really cool things. I really try, as you can tell, to hit topics at a very interesting angle and to sort of rewrite the dialogue and have new conversations about the things that we've been having conversations about this whole time, hoping that we can, find a middle place between all the jargon that's out there. Everyone slap the like button for me so we can beat the algorithm. Okay, Kim Chung. Hi. Hey. Soul B, what up? Cotton Cali, that's a dope ass name. What's a Suan? Hi everyone. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with support. Okay, check it out. What the fuck? That's let me leave a comment or something, or like interact. What do you guys think? Don't let me just talk to a screen here, or leave a comment after. Like I want to get you guys' noodles working. I'm sure you've heard this 1,000 times, right? You've heard it 1,000 times. Who cares what people think? Just be yourself. Like I understand where they're coming from. Like, don't get me wrong, we need to be authentic, which was the case he was trying to make. But I think what's happening is they're getting too carried away. It's like they're just saying, like, I say this all the time. Sorry if I'm beating a dead horse. But people just repeat things to fucking repeat them because it sounds good. And it's like, yeah, just be yourself no matter what. Who cares what people think? And that's not, fuck, we're human, you guys. We cannot live in isolation on an island of our own self-interests, and just say to hell with everyone else on the planet. You know what I mean? That's crazy. I would go as far as to say that the reason why the world sucks so bad at times is because that very notion gets taken way out of context. The idea of who cares what people think, I'm gonna do me as long as I'm authentic to myself. Who gives a fuck what people think? Like that's, I don't know. Or am I like, am I being overcritical at this situation? I feel like I'm not. You know what I mean? And I feel like this isn't even necessarily playing devil's advocate, which I do enjoy doing. Shout out Team Aries. I do enjoy sort of debating for the sake of intellectual strength, intellectual, what's what I'm looking for, exercising the mind. Like I love a good debate. I love playing devil's advocate. Like I love challenging people's thoughts and ideas because it forces them to define them, which is interesting. But I don't think I'm doing that in this case. I think straight up that fucking, like, and here's the thing, the dude had a million point something million. He's telling a million people who are hanging on every word, on just about every word, going, who cares if people like you or not, as long as you like yourself. Like that, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I can't imagine going through life having everyone hate me and just be and feeling connected, feeling included, feeling like I'm making a genuine contribution to the world and to society, which we all want to some degree. I don't care, woman, man, left, right, gay, straight, old, young, Republican, Democrat, the alien, human. Like, we all want to have some sort of positive contribution on not necessarily the world, but at least our family and friends, at least our peers, um, at least the groups we consider ourselves a part of. Like, we all want to make positive impacts on that, which means we have to have this sort of give and take of how we show up in the world, and what we pursue, and how we hold ourselves accountable for certain things. And what's up, my love? Yeah?
No, I tried to do it.
What do you think?
No.
Do you think we should be Do you think we should be so audacious as to just say screw everyone as long as I'm being authentic to myself? I don't need friends. What do you think? Atlas thinks it's strange. It's a strange concept. What Atlas said is definitely. Did you have more to say, my love? Hey, say bye. You see a bird? Oh, there's a bird. Say bye. Hey, guy, I just wish there was I'll say this and I'll read you guys' comments. I just wish that there was a little more context. Like, let's not just hit a blanket statement term that just says it doesn't matter if people like you or not, as long as you're being true to yourself. Like, that's a little, like, we want things to be simple, right? We don't want things to be too complex, but at the same time, we don't want to oversimplify things as to lead to, like, confusion, you know what I mean? Or cutting corners, you know what I mean? But let me read you guys' comments before. I see a bunch of heart faces and stuff. I'm assuming you guys' actual favorite person came on. Atlas, don't pull from there, my love. That's for the tree. No, you can't pull that out of there. That's for the tree. All right, I'm gonna read you guys' comments right now to catch up. Everyone in the spirit world hates me. Think, King. What the heck? What do you mean by that? Explain yourself. Atlas, stop pulling the soil out of there. Don't pull the soil out of there. Hey, bro. I want to say hey, bro, back, but I don't know what your name means. Hey, bro. 01 space something 10. Kind of looks like a. I think you can be yourself, but be mindful of your actions and how they may affect others. 100%, Soulby. Tori Indigo. Like, overall, strive to be kind toward others, even with the flaws. Yeah. Diamond Authentic. It's almost self-sabotaging. Cotton Cali. I think we should take in consideration with what our tribe feels about us. Yeah, 100%. Like 100%. We had this last video that I put out. I got some strange feedback from that video. I thought it would be a good mind noodle cook, but apparently it wasn't well received by a few people. But that's kind of what I mean. Like, the king energy, the queen energy is the polar opposite of someone who does what they want and doesn't care about what other people think. You know what I mean? Because I appreciate the world a certain way, but there are some things about my perfect world that just doesn't fit humanity as a whole. And I can't, if I was king of planet Earth, I couldn't be like, fuck planet Earth, I'm gonna do what's most authentic to me. Like, I couldn't. That's not the role of a king or queen, which is the point I was trying to make in my last video. It's like, no, I have to eat some of my fantasies if I want to make as many people happy as possible, because that's what a king or queen does. They sort of sacrifice their own desires representing their authenticity, so that the greater whole can be better for it. A greater sacrifice is demanded from your kings and queens, and that authenticity is sacrificed to a degree. But yeah, I guess let's keep going with the comments. I think we should take going back. Yeah. So Eden, some people need a guru. Some people appreciate real stuff. For sure. Yeah, Eden. I love gurus to an extent. I'm down for them. I'm down. Some people do appreciate real stuff. That's a facade. Like many others in the New Age community, we're an interdependent species. Yeah, there you go. That's I see. If I would have known that word interdependent off the top of my head, I would have used that at the beginning of my spiel, because that's what I'm getting at. It's like humans need each other, man. We're a communal species. We travel in packs, we grow in packs, we have our squads and cliques like 100%. We're dependent on each other and the happiness of each other too. I'm scrolling back though. Let me scroll back. Finn, what do you mean he doesn't think what's the beauty? Oh, you're talking about Atlas, I think. Oh, yeah, KB says that. Want to burn that? When you burn that, man? Yeah. You can burn it now. I'm just saying, if you're gonna be out here, I was gonna go stand over here.
No, I'm gonna burn it and then go inside. Oh, you're good. Sorry.
I had to move my bad. People were coming in the backyard. Queens and kings are political, and politics is a weird thing, man. It's supposed to involve humanity as a whole. It doesn't end up going that way. They tend to just serve themselves. Odyssey, what's cracking? Soshi, hey, what up, Soshi? It's been a while. Hope the art's going well. Went to the beach. Nice.